All right, we are back. I am your host, Code Wonderland, and we're finishing this darn thing today. Oh, I'm determined. We've been working on this. It's been a real work in progress. Ah, I'm excited too because I'm gonna finally publish all of these videos after I finish this part. I just kind of wanted to get through this. Like my first attempt, even though it's not really super refined, but at a like optimal hands-off run, or as optimal as I can make it without going super overboard. Just taking my initial strategies, and then beyond that, we're just gonna keep iterating on our initial strategies. But dear God, we have a lot of files in here. Like, wow, we've really been collecting. This is a big project. Oh, what you can do in just a few days. Alright, so generate gold. Gold, let's pull up our thing over here. We already have all of our maze functions, but what I am interested in here is the maze payout rate. Where on earth are mazes? Why am I just overlooking it here? Hold on. There we go. So there we go. That's how you make a maze. Where's the payout rate? Okay. Receive gold equal to the area of the maze. Okay. Oh, I thought the grass, no, it's just the way that my screen was doing. I thought the grass was like moving with the wind for a second, but no, it's just the way that it moves on my screen. So, we have an amount. Let's see. Field size equals get world size. Chest worth equals field size times field size. If I read that correctly. Yep. So num runs needed. And actually, let's just do runs needed equals amount divided by chest worth, and then okay, chest worth plus 1, just so we know. And then come over to here. Let's bring these files over. I don't think we need maze pathfinding. We might need maze runner and bailout maze. Alright. So let's look at maze main first. It should be pretty straightforward. We build a maze, we run the maze, we harvest. So from that perspective, we can just actually mazes needed, because we might need more than one maze, equals not maze needed, mazes needed equals runs needed divided by 300, because you can refresh the maze 299 times. Yeah, that's correct. Let me double check that too, because I found that it was 298 if I was correct. Because there are 299 treasures I collected before would just freak out. Now it says 300. I'll trust it. Okay. So maze is needed equals runs divided by 300. Here's the thing. Floating point values exist and they don't. Every number in this game is a floating point value, which means it has a decimal point after it. It doesn't frickin' keep that, though, most of the time, is the problem. There's not a lot of functionality to determine if something is a floating point value, because everything is a floating point value. Let's see. I think what we're gonna do we'll keep this here for now. We're not gonna use it quite like this though, probably. If runs needed is greater than 300, mazes needed equals 1. And then we do this plus 1. Right? I don't know. Okay, hold on. Runs needed equals that. Okay. No, I got you. I got what we need to do. Okay. So we get rid of this mazes needed function. Or mazes need constant. Get rid of this. First and foremost, hold on, let's just pass here because I need to finish the rest of the logic here. So to run a maze the way that we need to do it, we need to build a maze. Then we need to run a maze with runs needed, num runs, and then we need to harvest. Now, and this is kind of breaking the theme of constants here, but whatever, I don't even care. If runs needed is greater than 300, then we build maze, run maze, and then we harvest. We change this to while, and then we do runs needed minus equals 300. Beautiful. Now we go over to maze runner, run maze, num runs, now here's the part that's kind of messy. So where I've incremented this number to 300 in the past, it's caused a problem. this is complicated. Because this is aired out while chests found was at 299. So maybe we just do... I'm just going to do num runs -1. And can I do equals to 300 here? Is that gonna break in any way? Honestly, I don't trust it. I really don't. So I'm just gonna come back over here and I'm gonna make it 300. And then also, so that this still works if I ever want to use it for my main setup, put 300 there. Okay. Did I put -3? No, -1. And I don't think I need to do that, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Alright. So that should be good. Runs not needed minus equals 300. Let me run it again. And that should be good for generate gold. So if we look back at our priorities list, wherever the heck that went, we got up to this expand before. We're going to try and do that a little bit faster this time by adding sunflowers and speed earlier. We have not added power yet though, so we do need to do that next. So I think we're good on gold. We can't really test it because we've done other stuff before it, but we'll come back to it. I love how short and simple that is. That's so nice. Generate power. So for power, let's get the payout rate for power. I think I remember how power works, but let's just make sure. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be messy. Harvesting a sunflower equals yields power equals thus harvesting a sunflower yields power equal to the square root of the number of sunflowers on the farm. So if we have a 10 by 10 square of sunflowers, we get 10 power for harvesting. Only one of the sunflowers with the most petals can handle this. If you harvest a sunflower that doesn't have the most petals of all the sunflowers on the farm, it'll destroy all the sunflowers on the farm. Let's see. Now, wait a second. But I thought that there was a payout rate that decremented based off of the number of petals as well. Let's test something. So let's just run our sunflower script and move some of this stuff out the way. So this is my average setup. So that if the average number of petals goes beneath a certain point, we return and we stop. But is my understanding that that's not necessary? Because I definitely noticed the amount that we were getting was... Maybe it wasn't declining. Maybe I was just imagining it. Let's just do that. We don't care about good flowers left. Let's just run this for a little bit. See what happens. Okay. We get about 60 per field. Am I right in that? Yeah. Now, say 10 by 10 field. The total number of sunflowers is 100. The square root of that. Harvesting a sunflower yields power equal to the square root of the number of sunflowers on the farm. Survey said that was a freaking lie, because then we would get 10 each time, which we're getting way better than that. We're getting 60. But, so is that multiplied by the average, or the number of petals on that flower? The average number of petals on the farm? Like, what is that? Why is it 60 and not 10? That's what I do not understand. I mean, I think it's fine. It's truly not the end of the world. Oh, wait. Yep. This entire time I've been ignoring. Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm thinking with all my brain cells now. Something I've overlooked this entire time is upgrades. Carrots at this point yield 12,000 or 1,200%. So you know, man. So I think the way that we do this, so let's start with something like carrots, because carrots is straightforward. Wood's gonna be more complex. I see why this is becoming difficult. Actually, no, let's start with hay. Hay is gonna be easiest. Dang it, come back here. While num items hay is less than amount, actually that works out fine. We're getting the active cost. Wait, does it matter? Hold on. No, it doesn't matter, because it's just generating until it hits the amount. It's not calculating the amount. Pumpkins needed equals amount. This one maybe. I mean, but again, if we're... Nah, here it is. So, pumpkins needed equals amount. This is incorrect, because we're over-generating resources for pumpkins. If I'm understanding this girl. Are we though? Because it also increases the amount. It also increases the cost. But it increases the yield, so the cost would be reflected when I check the cost. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So the cost will just show when we call get cost. The yield is different though. We don't actually need to grow as many pumpkins if we have a higher yield. And so we can look at that for carrots. Yeah, so we go back to carrots. Because it's the first thing where we need to get other resources for it. So carrots needed equals get cost. That's not it. Equals amount. Divided by... what would that be? 1 point, so 1 plus num unlocked items dot caret, or would be unlocks dot caret. And it, hold on, I gotta think about math for a second. Oh. So, looking at this, oh, does each thing just give 100%? So if each one gives 100%, so say we got, 3 upgrades on carrots, it's at 300%. Then we need to plant a third as many, and yeah, so would we just do that? Let me make sure I got the print num unlocked unlocks dot caret. I really should be trading all at once. That's why you need multi-trade. Okay, so that's something that I should be doing, but we'll ignore that for now. Is it carrots? Yes. Alright, I'm starting to see how we do this. So unlocks.carrots. And I think that we get that now. I think that we're good. Now let's look. Let's see. Seeds needed equals, and actually let's go back to carrots first. Finished carrot expenses. Seeds needed equals oh yeah, because this is all wrong. Okay. Alright, so the number of seeds is based around the number of carrots needed. Wait, why was I feel like I had a good reason why it would be different. Is it different? Do I just go ahead and get the seed? No, because I can do carrots needed minus num items dot carrot seed. That's why. Alright. And I mean, at that rate, yeah, it seems good. So then do I go ahead and just trade for all of the seeds at once? Yes, I get the resources, and then I trade for the resources. And let's just look at this. Do I start with multi-trade? Do I have to unlock multi-trade in timed runs? Yeah, I start with multi-trade. Okay. So how does that work? Trade, I just give it the number. Okay. And we're using the resources to buy seeds, so I actually swap out this for seeds needed. And if seeds needed is greater than 0, because there's a chance we already have the seeds. Alright, then trade for items dot carrot seed seeds needed. And then plant and soil, when we look at that, it'll check. But that's fine. That should still save us some operations. I'm okay with that. Okay, now we do the same thing here. So divided by num unlocks dot pumpkins. And actually, we still need to subtract. Wait, do we need to subtract? If I go back to timed run, then resources, get upgrade. We're just getting the upgrade. We're not checking based on how many we currently have. So back to this. All right. So we come here and we cut this minus num items dot carrot. Now I think this is good. So now we're determining the exact number of carrots we need. We get the expenses. We determine the exact number of seeds that we need based off of existing seeds. If that number is greater than 0. Let's see. If carrots needed is less than 0, return. Because we've got it. Similarly, come over here. Field size, whatever. Wood needed equals amount minus num items dot wood. And actually, no, we still don't need that because we're just going straight into a while num items of wood is less than amount, so it doesn't matter. Same with this. Okay, I need to stop caring about this. It's just when I need to buy resources that it becomes an issue. Alright. So we've optimized carrots. Let's optimize pumpkins here, because that's the next big thing. Gold, I think, is probably fine. Let's see. needed equals amount minus num items dot gold. If gold needed is less than 0, return. Alright. And then this is also upgraded based off of mazes, right? Yep. Times num unlocked unlocks dot mazes. Okay. Beautiful. Now come back over to here. Pumpkins is the only thing we don't have. Pumpkins needed equals this minus num items and just checking. Okay, yeah, so we're still, while doing this, we're doing it less than amount. While this, we're doing less than amount. That's important. Pumpkins needed should just be for this, for the seeds and whatnot. Pumpkins needed equals that minus num items, items dot pumpkin, and then seeds needed equals pumpkins needed minus num items, items dot pumpkin seed, and we'll do the times 1.5 right here. Actually, no, because we don't need that many pumpkins. We need that many seeds. Pumpkins needed times 1.5. That's fine. Okay. So then we swap out. And I guess we were already doing the minus right there, actually. Oh no, that's for something different. That's for, yeah, no, that's fine. So then we change this to seeds needed. Beautiful. Plants, that's fine. If we fail trade, that sucks. I mean, this isn't actually gonna work, but hopefully we don't really run into that. We'll see. We might. Field plant pumpkin, that's all fine. Great. Fantastic. Beautiful. And we're back to this. Amount minus num items dot gold. And one last check. Alright, so divided by unlocks dot mazes minus num items dot gold. Gold equals 0. Amount divided by chest worth. Let me make sure that's right. So gold needed equals amount divided by unlocks dot mazes, because again we can get multiple. No, wait. No, I already had the, it was better before, because I have it right here. Chest worth is this. That's better. Okay, so yeah, so generate gold's fine. That's all good. Yep. So next, generate power. Power, we established that's based off of the size of the field. And It's supposed to be. Oh yeah, that's right. It's the square root of the field size times the number of upgrades. Okay. So power. I don't know why I did constant style now, though. I'm not going to do that here. Power needed equals amount divided by num unlocks dot sunflowers minus num items dot power. And I'm gonna make this like 1.5 times as much. Times 1.5. There we go. I don't even technically need these brackets because it's all visual at that point. But whatever. Power needed. And then we just generate power until we get it, right? So let's grab our sunflower script. And we probably don't need 1.5. We probably could do like 1.3. Even 1.1 would be fine. Yeah, we'll do 1.1. Oh, we already made beautiful. Grow sunflowers. Goal. Amount or power needed. Actually, no, we just need to have the amount. Alright. So then we just pass this on to grow sunflowers. That's perfect. Love that. Generate cacti. I guess I do need that. No, I didn't do that. Yeah. This one has too many. Pt.8 standard says 2 blank spaces after your functions before your next function. Learned that in college. Alright, so we just have cacti and bones. Should be pretty straightforward. Let's get our code for cacti. So cactus main. And we'll grab sort cacti as well, though I don't think that we're going to need that one. Alright. I mean, I think we could just do while actually, hold on. We're getting into trouble here. We're getting into a lot of trouble here. Are we? So the problem that I see here is that I don't think that we're accounting for cost in any of these three functions. So like for this one, we're accounting for cost. We're generating the resources. We're not doing that here. Granted, we don't need resources for this other than fertilizer. How much does fertilizer cost? I forget. Maze builder. Cost 10 pumpkins. And it does that in like a 1 in 10 rate or something. Okay. It takes 10 pumpkins to do that, though. Dear God. It's really not worth it for some things. Yeah, 10% probability. Same with before. So if it's a 10% probability, then for generate gold, runs needed, pumpkins per run equals, let's say 150. So that's 10 pumpkins, right? Yep. Generate pumpkins. Can I just do 150? I can. Pumpkins per run times runs needed. That way, because I notice sometimes it goes a little bit over. We have extra pumpkins, it's fine. Yeah, that looks good to me. Alright, so make this a pass again for a second. Then for generate power, what do sunflowers need? 6 carrots. So grow sunflowers. Let's take this out of here and put it here. So we clear the field. Let's determine power needed equals amount times 1.5, and let's just call it 1. Yeah, let's call it 1.5 divided by God, what did I just say I need to divide this nonsense by? Divided by num unlocked unlocks dot sunflowers minus num items dot power Alright. Beautiful. And let's see. And we have to plant a field full of sunflowers, and then we continue to harvest more. Let's actually do this. So this is the amount of power that's needed. And then harvests needed equals let's see, let's do field size up here equals get world size. So harvest value equals field size. Yeah, we don't even need to do anything else because it's just field size, so square root. So field size times num unlocks dot sunflowers. So harvest needed equals power needed divided by harvest value. just trying to think about the degradation rate because I want to make that more accurate. I think we're just doing the 1.5 for now is just gonna have to work. And so we're gonna say sunflower, let's call it flowers needed, equals field size times field size plus harvests needed. And then seeds needed equals flowers needed minus num items dot sunflower seed flower cost or seed cost. If I can spell equals get cost items dot sunflower seed for key in seed cost. First of all, if seeds needed is less than 0, continue. We don't care. We'll just skip through all of them. Else, let's see, get generate resources, right? Because I did this wrong before. It's get resources. Yeah, see, I'm doing it wrong again. Get resources. And then I need to give it the key and the seed cost of the key times seeds needed minus num items key. Beautiful. And then we plant flowers. And I wonder, I worry. Oh, we just changed this to amount. Yeah, that makes sense. Amount. And then, and we'll do that times 1.1. So we're getting 1.5 times the number of resources we need to get it. We're generating 1.1. Okay. That looks good to me. This feels a lot better than just grow sunflowers, go. Okay. Next, cactus. Similar kind of thing. Oh god, how do cactus pay out? I don't even remember. Oh, was I ever buying the seeds? Yeah, let's go ahead and buy the seeds ahead of time. Trade items dot sunflower seed seeds needed. That way we're going ahead and buying those in bulk ahead of time. And then, yeah, we don't need to generate seeds for that. Okay, so back to this. All right. Yeah, okay. Copy this. And this is going to be our loop. while num items dot cactus is less than amount. And then similarly, we're gonna do, we can just rip this directly. Field size. Oh, I still never figured out how much they pay out. Where is this darn thing? Bring this over here. I know for dinosaurs it's just gonna be a free for all. For cactuses, I think I can still calculate these. Okay. So it's just the world size cubed. Got it. Let's see. Fields needed equals field size times field size times field size. Let's just call this actually a harvest value. Fields needed equals amount divided by harvest value plus 1. I remember PEMDAS, this hits before this, so it's fine. I could put in parentheses, and sometimes I like to for visual sake, but also it's nice to just remember this works. So we know how many fields we need. So now for, alright, cactus costs, or cacti needed, equals, let's see, field area equals and then we can just make this there we go, that's better. So fields needed, got that, cacti needed equals fields needed times field area minus actually no, we need to do amount minus num items dot cactus, do that there, and then we just do cacti needed, so it's gonna plant the whole freaking fields. Then cacti costs equals get costs items dot cactus seed seed costs seeds needed equals cacti needed minus and harvest value equals this times this times num unlocked unlocks dot cactus seeds needed equals cacti needed minus num items dot cactus seed if seeds needed is greater than 0 for key in seed cost, get resources key seed cost, this darn thing out of the way, key times seeds needed minus num items key. Beautiful. And then we do trade items dot cactus seeds needed. Okay. I think that's it. And then we just run it that way. Okay. Generate bones is the last one here. And this should take us all the way to the end here. For dinosaurs, honestly, these guys are complex. I think the way that we're gonna do this, while num items dot bones is less than amount, let's see, let's go ahead and do field size and field area, grab those from before. Dinos needed equals field area. And do they have a chance to not spawn? Yeah, no, okay. Well, let's see, egg cost equals get cost items dot egg, eggs needed equals field area, that's a minus, equals dinos needed minus num items dot egg. Okay, and then for if eggs needed, which I mean honestly, oh wait, no, if eggs needed is greater than 0, because if it's a -1 it would still trigger positive and we don't want that. Not that we would really ever run into that here, but it's fine, whatever. If eggs needed is greater than 0, then for key in egg cost, took me a second, my brain's half there, get resources key egg cost key times eggs needed minus num items key trade, excuse me, I thought I did that, items dot egg eggs needed, and then go back to our dino main. Where's our dino main? There we go. Oh, this is so dumb. All right, clear, iterate over field, spawn, dino, iterate over field, harvest. And that's it. That is our full function. Let's see, pull up our priorities again. And yeah, let's just run it. Whew. This is gonna take a minute, so I'm gonna let it run, and then I will. Oh wait, we didn't. Hold on. Let's see. Let's get rid of this, because we'll be done at this point. We'll have leaderboard, so long as nothing breaks. I'm gonna let this run because I've been sitting here for an hour, and then yeah, I'll probably just clip it to my reaction after it's done, or it being broken. One of the two. Just poking my head back in. It looks like we haven't broken. Have we? Have we broken? Where are we? Well, let's slow it down. Oh, that's where we messed up. Hold on, let's start this over. So, carrots needed. We don't return here if carrots needed is less than 0, because that's how many we need to... Wait a second. My math is off, which is bad, because I reused this math all over. So carrots needed should not be this. I see what I need to do. Okay, hold on. Pull this out. Pull. Oh yeah. There we go. Now, let me see, did I do that in other spots too? I did. Yeah, so the amount that we need in terms of carrots or pumpkins or anything is the amount that is required for the upgrade minus what we have, then divide that by the number of upgrades because we generate a bunch. Or we generate multiples based off of the number of upgrades. Alright, this works because we do chest work differently. We do harvest value differently here. We do harvest value differently here. We don't even care here. We just don't. Alright, let's run it again. Alright. Let's just watch as we get through to some of the carrots needed sections, see if we sit here forever. I don't think we are. I think we fixed it. If I go through the first minute, by the end of the first minute, it should be into pumpkins as well. Oh, we froze again. What do we freeze on? Alright, so we're used to grow carrots by calling plant entities carrots and empty soil. You have 55 of them. Seeds needed. -41. I see. So similarly that I need to fix this for other spots as well, I'm imagining. I'll fix this for pumpkins in a second. Let me just go through where I need to indent for any of these. Okay, so we're just doing that there. Let's see if gold meat is less than 0. That's fine. Yeah. Generate power. So let's see. Let's do this differently here. Greater than 0. Boom. Indent this. Beautiful. Indent this. Um, and let's add some other stuff here. If num items.cactus is greater than amount, is greater than or equal to amount, return. We'll do similar things all throughout. Just little barriers, really. Bones. If eggs needed greater than 0, bada bing, bada boom. Already doing that there. Items.pumpkins. And let's just do items.carrots here, because this feels cleaner. Wait, why is items.carrot versus items.pumpkins? It should be items.pumpkin, right? Yeah, items.pumpkin. Did I mess it up anywhere else? Items.power, items.cactus, yeah, okay. Items there. And then do the same thing here. Although I guess I really don't need to. This way we're not doing the clear. Okay, this should fix all of our issues. Let's run it again. Extra safeguards, extra barriers means that it won't break, hopefully. What up, what? Oh, this is the part that definitely, like, I'm just gonna start cutting some of this for the YouTube footage, because I'm like, I can't spend 30 minutes. No, it's more like 10 minutes, but still. Just make sure it doesn't break. It looks like it's not breaking. We're a minute in, still fine. We're on the 6x6 already. 7x7 by minute 14. Let me move sort cacti out the way because it's blocking my view. Eight by 8 in a minute 32. On to sunflowers now. Let's see how sunflowers does. And this was my concern. Okay. So let's stop this. Because it definitely does decrement. So let's go to sunflowers. Actually, hold on. We're already still getting the value back here. In generate power. Alright, so if good flowers left, we plant a sunflower and we wait for harvest. Else, we clear actually, no. Else, we just do generate power amount. And then it'll just calculate based off our existing power to clear everything. I like this. This works well. Alright, let's run it again. Yeah, because it'll just call it recursively, and because we're at the end... Wait. It should be fine. Maybe it'll cause an infinite loop. We'll see. I think it'll be fine. Maybe I messed it up. Who knows? I am concerned. Maybe I should just not do speed. For the extra speed upgrades to the power. Maybe power is not worth it. Or maybe I just need to boost the sunflowers back to here before we get that speed upgrade. Maybe we just don't have enough sunflower power. I can slowly start moving them one by one to see what happens. Let's see when it starts breaking. I think it was around the 2-minute mark. 1:30 is when we started. We're going up. We refresh the field after we stopped going up. We refresh the field. We're going up still. Okay, this is working. It's slow, but it is working. Recursive functions are dangerous because of how much memory that it holds. The problem is that we're keeping all of these functions alive at the same time. So we can't be doing this infinitely, which is why before the next speed upgrade we get all of the rest of the sunflowers. But I think this will be fine to push us all the way up to 2K, which is what we need for that speed upgrade. Oh, okay, refreshed. Beautiful. We should be looking for 2.1, I think. Where did we freeze? Where did we freeze? No! I wish you would tell me, game. What? I'm so confused. 3 minutes in, we froze somewhere. I guess I just gotta leave this open so it tells me. Oh, it's so frustrating. Alright, let me try something. Let me use... Do I still have an extra? Whatever, I'll just make a new one. I do still have two. I have an F0 and an F1 somewhere around here. So, generate power, and what do I need for my next unlock here? 12.5k. $12,500. And let's see how it does. Now this is with all of the sunflower objects. Let's see how it does. I do think if I can figure this out, it's really going to speed up my entire run. Wow, this feels so slow in comparison. Oh wow, I'm so used to the 60 times speed in the timed mode. Dear God. But I do need to play this out to see if this works. Seems like it's going alright. Alright. I'm gonna come back in a bit. It's still going. It's not broken. Which is a good sign. I don't even know now. Did I change anything? I don't think I did. Yeah, I'm not sure why it broke before. I think I'm gonna add another. I'm gonna move one of these sunflower upgrades to here. And that way we have twice as much sunflower power. I don't remember what it costs to upgrade sunflowers, but I'm sure by that point we could probably get them. Heck, can we get them all? Let's do all of them. Yeah, let's just do all of them. Let's just do them all. Man, this thing, it sure is an idle game. I'm already losing power before a certain point. So I wonder if I should increase this to like 9 or 10. So let's stop this and put it to that. And let's see how our rates go with that. Because we're spending too much time dropping because the value of the field is too low. I bet you it's based around 10, so like it'll be at 10 it'll be 60. When the average rate is 10. But then when it drops below that, it'll be less. You know, it's above that, it'll be more. It'll multiply it by the rate, which, you know, that's fine and dandy. I'm not gonna account for any kind of field weightings ahead of time. I'm just gonna wait until I have the right amount. But making sure that it doesn't drop below that point where I'm getting less of a return is very important for me. And we're getting close to that 12.5. And I think what we're probably going to end up doing is for certain plants that aren't that valuable, we'll use water. So sunflowers and blue will use water. And we're going to continue to expand that based off of how big our land is. Like our stock of tanks. Let's check real quick. Is our power going down at any point? Is it slowing down? Because if it starts going down, then I need to raise that limit to like 11. No, I think we hit our goal. We did. And that was the max level, 2200 or 2100. Beautiful. So yeah, so in our main game, we have now unlocked everything on the tech tree. That is gorgeous. All right. Well, let's run our timed run. Alright, it seems like I need to go back to the drawing board. So I'm gonna clean up a few bugs, and we'll get back to this in the next episode. Alright, I think I figured out what it was. Um, this second upgrade to sunflowers requires chests, which we just didn't have, so it was requesting things infinitely that we couldn't get. So, let's run it again. I've also, I wanted to, we can go ahead and run this. I just want some gosh darn organization. Alright, push this up a little bit more. Into the sunflower phase, we are generating power at a great rate. It looks like adjusting the point at which we bail out and clear the field really helped. That speed should really help moving into the next section. Ah, this is where we got that error from before. Okay, so it's 2 minutes in, so I can just rerun it. I need to leave this open. Actually, it's not going to tell me unless I have it open. Alright. You belong over here. Well, that hasn't happened before. Let's try that again. I'm sure there's some level of like RNG at which my scripts will fail. They're not all exactly mathematically correct. They're engineering correct, but also then tuned to be as tight to the restrictions as possible without being, again, mathematically correct. So, you know, usually in my day-to-day jobs, I'm not pushed to make my code perform to this degree for sure. Again, what is happening here? So we're in our planting. This is twice now. Like, what the heck? Are we just not getting enough stuff to plant our darn carrots? Like what? And why is this just showing up now? That's the weirdest part to me. Like I would have expected my code to fail before now. If it was just failing. Like why there? We're running up on the point in which it was failing. Around 55, 57 seconds. Now it's working again. Okay, so let's watch the sunflowers fail at 2 minutes and see what happens. Okay, we're into our phase here. Now, this costs 2K. So, where I'm thinking it's having an issue is just ending the recursive loop for some reason. Which is just odd to me, because I feel like that should be the easiest part for it. But once it hits 2K, it should stop, and then... Okay, I think we can fix this. So, sunflower power equals measure. That only happens if we're coming back from a recursive loop. So if sunflower power equals none, return. Let's see how that does. That should fix it for us. Let's close this back up, put it back in place. We can close planting back up, we don't need that. Run it. I love that just like initial indexing of that it does. It makes me very satisfied. Watching my code files activate in general is just very satisfying. That and this like 3D layout for my code has just been such a satisfying and happy experience. Like I just want my normal day job. Like if VS Code had an option to do something like this where I could just zoom in and out on all of my files, I would so use it. Like oh my god. This just isn't as good as VS Code largely for a number of reasons. It's not a real code editor. It doesn't have all the functions of. I mean, it is. It is in the same way that one of my favorite code editors, Vim, is a code editor. It doesn't have all of the features of a modern code editor, though. You know. So VS Code needs to get on making a plugin so that I can just interact with my files like this. And when I run them, I would love to be able to play them like this, debug them like this, close and open them like this, or like minimize them and unminimize them, as it were. Alright, we're at a minute and a half. Sunflowers have started. Let's see if we can bail out. Halfway to 2K. Nervous. Why are we still going? Oh, that's right, because we're going over 2K. went like 2.2 or so, 2.1. That should be 2.2. Yeah. Come on. You can hit 2.2. I know you can. You're so close. You've been increasing this entire time. You hit 2.18 there. It's really just luck of the spawn. Like, are we getting a good spawn on the field? And the answer is kind of no. Well, let's slow down for a second. And we're going to return true. Well. Instead of just returning. Because just returning would be returning null, which is returning false. Alright. Returning 0, technically. I don't know. We'll see if that fixes it. I could be way off my rocker here. But I'm thinking that might help. Let's look at our generate power function for a second. Let's see. Plant sunflowers. Yeah, wild good flowers left. Okay. So I think I actually want to move this after this. I don't know if it really matters. We'll see. But I think I want to move that after that. We're about to hit the point where it matters. So we'll see in just a second. Oh, it did it. It hesitated, but it did it. Beautiful. So now what are we working on? Pumpkins. Alright. We're on 8x8, working on one of these two pumpkins. Probably now we got through those. We're on expand to the 9x9. And then we got 2 speed upgrades. We'll see how approachable those are. They should be fine. We're working on the first one. sure it's going to hesitate once it gets close to the end as well, but you know, as long as it can pull out of it, we're fine. So 2.6 would go to 2.9, right? Yeah, it needs to hit 2.9. Oh, I think we got the first one, yeah. Okay. Beautiful. Going to the second one. The second one is 3.38. That's fine. The next expand costs 75,000 pumpkins. That should be fine. Hesitating a little bit there. We refresh the field though. Another refresh should get us there. Maybe I should make that average power a little bit higher because we are losing some. Alright, so 3.6 is there. So what do we actually need? Yeah, 1.1 is really, it's really pushing it. 3.9 something, about 4 actually, before it accepts it, unfortunately. Refresh the field, there we go. It's just so ironic that it hesitates just before. Oh, is it because of the sunflower power equals none? Am I calling harvest? Oh. It is regrowing it, so I wonder if I just need to... I do need to change this. I can fix this hesitation, because it's costing me time. So, because it seems like we've already planted. That's not the problem. So, if sunflower is grown, alright. Now we should see a significant speed up at that 2-minute mark. Once we start the sunflowers for the first speed up upgrade, it shouldn't hesitate nearly so much. And let me look at some of this weighting as well. That's all fine. I wonder... a couple more things, actually. So first of all... 11... and then... let's make this 0.5. That way it doesn't need to be as much. That should help significantly. it seems boosting this to 11 was too aggressive. And 10 was the sweet spot. So we've got this block of sunflowers here, but we're not really doing anything with the sunflowers after that, because we're getting cactus, dinosaurs, and then leaderboard. So either we'll see if dinosaurs take a minute, because they might. If they do, then maybe we keep the sunflowers and we throw some seed in there, or we just rip out the sunflowers there, because we just don't need them at that point. Because we've already got enough sunflowers to get the initial speed upgrades. Yeah, it's a question. So after this, we're going for the expand now to 10 by 10. And then things are going to get pretty quick. I'm really thinking at some point I need to probably either rip out this extra set of sunflower upgrades here, or use those in some way and like throw some more speed upgrades, but I don't even know if we need them. Honestly, probably just rip this part out and save a chunk of time. It really depends on if the dinosaurs take a while. Because the cactus doesn't take too long. It's really just the dinosaurs. Yeah, this right here is us working on the sunflowers, I bet you. I don't know if it'll... Oh, this is dinosaurs, okay. I see, so we had to get the cactuses. Makes sense, makes sense. Alright, I just added the clause, so we'll go back and do more of the maze if it runs out while doing the cactuses. And we just unlocked dinosaurs. So now we're unlocking leaderboard. As soon as we got one row of dinosaurs out. Yeah, so this is that bit where I'm like, maybe we should have done speed to speed us up here. We're almost there. Look at that! Wow, I didn't jump up that far. But my time is almost a third of what it was. Because I was at like 13 something just before Slim Lady. And I've jumped to a 5:43. And so now it's just minor optimizations to continue to push it further and further. But that is a completely unhuman, fully on its own type of run. And you know, I feel proud. And after just a few more runs, I finally hit a sub 5 minute score. And we're gonna call this one good for the day.